Hey guys, it's Angelo Christian here, coming to you again with another episode of Real Estate Insider. And today I'm going to talk about actually the book that I wrote, Don't Get Scammed When Buying a Home. And I thought it'd be a novel idea to bring this to everyone out there. If you've contacted me or gotten information about getting a loan with us, you get a free copy of this book, and you can actually download it from our website at angelochristianmortgage.com or buemortgageusa.com. Just right-click right there, and you actually can download a free ebook. But, the purpose of why I made this book is because I really felt like, buying a house, it's extremely cumbersome. There's a lot of ambiguity. People don't know what to do. They don't know the different loan programs, what a loan officer does, what a realtor does, the different, regulations, laws. How to prepare, what type of company to work with. You work with a credit union, a mortgage broker, a bank, a lender, and do I have to put a down payment? Do I have to have excellent credit? Is there a first-time buyer incentive? So it seems like there's a lot of confusion when people are trying to buy a house. So basically, I think that this is a great book to read for somebody that's just now looking to buy a home, the preemptive or precursor stage of buying a house, so that way that they're successful when they're buying a home and they don't get ripped off, and not ripped off like someone stole your identity ripped off, but it's the sense that, well, did you miss opportunity by not going with the best company or best loan program or with the right loan officer or realtor? And that's really what I meant. And so I think that today the goal here is to clarify, the key things to focus on when you're trying to buy a house. And so the first thing is preparation. You have to prepare when you're buying a home. So you have to have your documents in order, like your last 2 years of your tax returns, your W-2s, all of the pages of those, your most recent pay stubs, the last 30 days, your bank statements for the last 2 months. You normally want to have a copy of those. A copy of your identification, like your driver's license, social security card. You want to have copies of those. And if you get any type of income like child support, if you own a business, you have to have business tax returns. If you do get child support, like having court orders and a child support agreement, having all that stuff ready in a folder, ready to send over to your loan officer, so that way you can quickly get approved. You can't be scrambling and trying to drag and look for all these items. Also, you want to make sure you've checked your credit, or have your loan officer like me check your credit to see where it's at. Is there inaccurate information on there? Is there derogatory items that we need to get taken care of? We do this for you as a free offering. We'll send you a copy of your credit report and do a comprehensive review and tell you what you have to do to get your credit in line. But it's also good to check that just to make sure that all of your stuff is accurate. You also want to make sure that the loan officer or the company that you're dealing with is that they're an expert, they're legitimate. You're not just working with some new loan officer just got into business, 6 months ago, that they've closed, several hundred or thousand transactions. I've done over 7,000 mortgages. You want to deal with a professional that knows what they're doing, that has scoured the earth for different loan programs and is seasoned with all the different types of people's situations to deal with. Because if you're dealing with a rookie, it's like when you go to a doctor. You really don't want to go deal with a doctor that, that just started and maybe doesn't have the experience for that type of surgery versus someone that's done, 10 years of surgeries. It's like what Bruce Lee says, I fear the man that does, 10,000 kicks one way as opposed to 10,000 different kicks. And it's true. I mean, you want someone that's an expert that knows what they do as far as whether it's USDA, FHA, VA. You want to deal with a pro. So check and see, well, how long has he been in the business? What are his credentials? What does he know? As far as the company, okay, what type of company is there? There's banks, there's credit unions, there's mortgage brokers. In my opinion, it's best to deal with a bank or a credit union, somebody that's accredited, that's lending their own money. If you deal with a mortgage broker, a mortgage lender like a Quicken or like a Movement Mortgage, that's a broker that has to shop your loan with somebody else. And they're not lending their money, so the interest rates are normally going to be higher because there's a spread in the interest rate. They have a higher price to charge you because they're not lending their money. You see, whereas a bank, they're lending their money directly and they're making their decisions with their underwriter in-house. A lot of times these big companies like these mortgage brokers, the underwriter's not even in their office. They're in another state or somewhere. They have to ship the loan off to them, and your loan could get denied because it's not even in the same office as you. They don't even understand your file or your situation. And they may not have all the incentives like first-time buyer tax credits, grants, different government agency programs, bonds that can help you to get the best loan. So now there are good companies, and there are really great ones. I'm just saying that if you have a choice, you want to work with a company like a bank. We service our loans. We don't sell your mortgage to another company. So these are really important things you want to think about. You don't want. I heard today from a realtor in Florida that they're tired of dealing with online companies like Quicken because their loans keep getting denied, and there's no accountability for it. So you want to deal with somebody that knows what they're doing, that can make a decision right there from their desk and stand behind that. So I also think that the type of realtor you deal with is very important. They have to know about USDA or FHA, or at least be willing to learn about it, because you don't put someone that's doing a USDA loan with someone that just does jumbo realty, because they're going to look at that and not understand what that loan approval is. So you want to work with a realtor or a team with a realtor and a loan officer that know what they're doing, so that way they're getting you the best loan with the best house, because again, you just don't want to do a yin and yang when it comes to buying a house, because you want to reduce the error as much as possible. So if you're working with someone that does, USDA or FHA or conventional or VA, make sure that the realtor understands that. So if your closing costs are included in the loan, or the type of property is going to be eligible for USDA or VA. If you're dealing with a realtor who doesn't know about VA, and they take you to a house and they put you under contract, the home should have never gone under contract because it's not eligible for VA financing. So you want to check this out to make sure that that person is a pro. And then lastly, the house. Make sure the house that you're buying meets the requirements of the loan program. If you're doing a USDA loan, you want to stay away from trailers or single-wide mobile homes, okay? And so make sure the house isn't falling apart, that it's the foundation's good, the structure's good. Stay away from things that have black mold or have major issues in them. Now, we do renovation loans that you can get funding to fix up or repair a house, but the house has to undergo an approval too. It's not just the borrower. There's two approvals. There's the home, and then there's you. So you want to make sure that if you're going to buy a house, that okay, does the air conditioner work? How's the roof? How's the foundation, the plumbing, all of these different things? Because, you could be a great credit person and qualify, but then the house could get denied because there's problems with the house. So make sure that if it's on a septic system, that the septic system works. Or if there's a well, the well works, and we can get these things fixed, but it'll take longer to close on the loan. But if you want to, just be smarter and not go into it blindly and think that, just because you got an approval letter that's okay and you're going to get the loan, there's still the house that has to get approved too. So it's very important that you understand all of these things, because if you don't, it'll affect you and jeopardize you from closing on your loan on time and then getting the funding that you need to buy your home. So please check out my book. It's a quick read. It should only take you maybe an hour, 30 minutes. But it gives you great insight, so that way you're not wasting thousands of dollars of your money on buying a home when you could have got a better loan or a better realtor or a better house. Let's try to minimize that. And like the smartest people I know, try and reduce your error as much as possible up front by modeling off of people that are very successful, that have a track record, that can shave years off of your learning curve or your experience, so that way you don't have to go through that pain of loss of money and time. So read the book or call me. I'm happy to help you and explain to you and walk you through it. My name's Angelo Christian. This is Real Estate Insider. Thank you so much for checking us out today. Have a great week.